Hello, this is Sharon from the Don Edwards San Francisco Bay National Wildlife Refuge Environmental Education Center in Alviso. This presentation will provide an overview of the key components of the field trip activity you were assigned to lead for the Wetland Round of Field Trip program. On the day of your field trip, we will provide you with a laminated copy of the script and all of the equipment and materials you need to lead that activity. Let's get started with our activity review. This is the only activity you will be leading on the day of your field trip. You'll be leading this activity 4 to 5 times. This presentation will guide you through the following components of your activity: an overview of how to use a script, overview, equipment, location, setup, procedure, and tips and tricks. Once you have reviewed this presentation in its entirety, you can click on the hyperlinks to get back to a page you might want to review it in further detail. Let's review the components of the script. On the first page, you will find the name and overview of the activity, key objectives, a timeline, how this activity relates to the refuge's resources, and a list of materials provided by the refuge. On the second page, you will find background information. This information is a reference for you. On the day of your field trip, you do not read the information to the students, however, for you to use as needed. The activity script starts on the third page. The activity script is written do, read, ask teaching format and is set up to be followed exactly. On the day of your field trip, you may find that you may want to use the script the entire day. That is great too. It is up to you and your comfort level. The script is a guide, and refuge staff and interns will be available for additional assistance as needed. In this activity, students will learn about the importance of the salt marsh. They will use observation skills to collect data of the plant, soil, animal tracks, and other sightings in the salt marsh. In the provided backpack, you will find 6 clipboards, 6 packs with 1 rope, 2 magnifying glass, and a soil thermometer, 1 scat display, 1 animal track display, 1 salt marsh plant book, 1 bird identification chart, 1 key to Salty's home, copies of salt marsh data sheets, and pencils. This activity is located in the salt marsh that can be found by the cones down the back steps and ramp. Cones are placed in the salt marsh. Students may not pass the cones when exploring. First, discuss the salt marsh and the key to Salty's home. Divide the students into groups of 2 and hand out clipboards, pencils, data sheets, and mini expedition bags. Then allow each group to explore their section of the marsh. Circulate among the groups with the plant book and scat display. Finally, gather students to share their discoveries and answer datasheet questions. Conclude by asking discussion questions. Collect materials and datasheets. Have the students sit down on the boardwalk to do the introduction. Once you invite the students into the marsh, please reinforce the boundaries. It is important to stay within the boundaries to protect the salt marsh harvest mouse habitat. For the final 3 footsteps, you can have the students sit down on the boardwalk to do their observations. This will help them focus their attention. Thank you for reviewing your activity prior to your field trip. Don't forget to review your activity script. Please reach out if you have questions. We look forward to seeing you, and we hope you enjoy your time on the refuge.